Good morning, Lions! I'm your host, Christian Stewart, and welcome to the Stew. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now for a moment of silent meditation. You may now sit and enjoy this wonderful Mindful Monday episode.
Whoa! I apologize for that. Must have lost my focus tweeting about the adverse effects of social media. Speaking of which, that actually seems like a great topic for a Mindful Monday. I'm Mr. Cantillo, and this is Mindful Monday. So yeah, everyone, we're talking social media today. Now, obviously, I'm not here to rag on social media and just downplay it. You know, we all know there's a lot of positivity that comes from social media. It's a great way to stay connected with everybody, friends, family, the whole world. There's also an opportunity for us to push forth great causes on social media and be advocates for the greater good through social media. That doesn't mean that we should neglect the negative effects that could come from a life prioritizing our social media. Social media can be a tremendous way to fuel depression and anxiety. And there's various ways that our mental health can be affected when we put so much emphasis on our online lives. One of the ways that takes place is when we continue to compare ourselves to the way others live their lives. What you'll notice, and I'm sure you already have seen, is that people on social media always post the highlights. We rarely get to see the lows. Now, what that does is that gives us a false expectation that everything is good with everyone. Typically, you might get a sense of FOMO, which could impact your self-esteem and maybe bring it down a little. But nevertheless, when we continually are looking and comparing to others' lives, it makes us lose sense of what we're leading and how we're living our life. Even more so, social media can create isolation for you, which is in of itself a huge part of what fuels depression. Social media in of itself, yes, can connect us all, but there's nothing more valuable than that in-person connection. We as social creatures need to be around others in some which way or form. Now, I know for many of you that might give you a little anxiety, but when we're together as people producing good and feeling good, that human touch is incomparable, right? Last but not least, what happens with social media is that we are always trying to put forth maybe a false sense of who we are. That inauthenticity to our genuine and true self could then impact our self-concept and how we move forward in our lives, whether it be making us feel even more stressed about how we need to look to the world, right? Or hiding away who we really are on the inside. So what I ask is that you pay attention to the next couple minutes of this video that just continue to highlight what social media can do, right? And what social media could do in regards to your mental health.
I used to be on every social network I could find. At first, it was just to keep in touch with friends, but I used it so much, it actually got in the way of my personal connections with people.
I've had to learn to manage my time when it came to social media. I found so much online to like, comment on, and share that I often lost track of time and then I'd feel guilty. I had to take control.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie, and I've experienced some of the advantages and some of the disadvantages of social media firsthand. This is my story. A friend reached out after reading one of my posts on social media. She was really concerned. You see, I broke down and wrote about how isolated I felt on campus. It was my first year of college and my first time making decisions as an adult. I've always been a little shy, so meeting people on social media was a bit easier for me than connecting with people in person. I could also find out about events going on around campus, join online study groups, and keep in touch with friends back home. As the semester progressed, I stopped meeting new people in person and I stayed in my room more and more. I had to read each and every response to my posts. I wanted to know exactly what people had to say about me, no matter if their words were good or bad. I had more friends on social media than ever, so why did I feel so lonely?
Hey Mackenzie, pizza downstairs. Come meet our new neighbors.
I didn't go. I felt nervous about meeting new people. Then I started thinking, why am I even paying to be in college? I wasn't enjoying my time and my grades continued to fall. After months of feeling this way, I reached a breaking point. I posted, I don't think I can do this anymore. College isn't anything like I expected, and I can't rely on anyone. One of my friends immediately responded,
I'm coming over. Stay where you are.
Online relationships shouldn't be the only ones we have. There are lots of great things about social media, like giving support, feeling less lonely, sharing ideas, feeling understood, and having a sense of community. But there may also be drawbacks to too much social media use, like increased nervousness and sadness, and lower self-esteem. I am glad that Leela came over to listen as I talked about the ups and downs of my experience on social media. She helped me find resources that allow me to put guardrails on my social media use. I realized that I needed to balance my time on social media with meaningful personal interactions offline. Little by little, I started to step away from my computer. I even worked up the courage to join Leela at some campus events. Here are 5 tips that have helped me on my journey to better mental health while being active on social media. 1. I monitor my screen time. I keep track of how much time I spend on social media. My phone actually has an app that helps with this, making it easy to monitor. 2. I'm more selective with the people I connect with. Before making a new connection on social media, I take a moment and ask myself if this connection is something I need or want. 3. I take a break from social media. Every week, I choose a day where I enjoy my life without social media as a conscious choice. It isn't always easy, but it is an important rule for me. 4. I'm mindful of why I use it, whether it's to escape or to connect. If I spend too much time using it as an escape, it's a sign I should take a break for a period, so I make an adjustment. I can then use my offline time to get some fresh air, play my guitar, or pick up a book. 5. I limit where and when I use it. I don't take my electronic devices out during meals, and I make a point not to use them while talking with others. I also turn them off an hour before bed. By practicing these tips, I feel more in control of my time and my mental health has improved. With time, I've managed to improve my relationships both online and offline. It isn't always easy, but managing my social media use is one of the many techniques I use to keep my mental health on the right track.
Thank you everyone for watching this edition of Mindful Mondays. This is Mr. Cantillo reminding you all, stay mindful, matter.
Hey, Mr. Cantillo, what do you call a social media platform that the chickens enjoy?
What?
A Facebook.
Awesome.
Thank you so much to Mr. Cantillo for this wonderful Mindful Monday episode. And now for the morning announcements. Last week was a pretty heavy week when it comes to events. We had the homecoming dance, the pep rally, the homecoming game, which we sadly did not win, but we'll get them next time. We had the parade, and finally we had the Spirit Week. On Wednesday, our volleyball team played against Martin County for the regional quarterfinals and won with an astonishing score of 3-0. That is pretty amazing. And they're now headed off to the regional semifinals. Thank you to all the fans that showed up and showed support in real life or on stream. The stream was hosted right here in the Matter TV Production YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to stay updated for this Wednesday's game, which is a regional semifinal. And finally, due to a lack of seniors signing up for FAFSA, the Media Center will be holding some assistance for the applications until December 17. Please do that as soon as possible since it is free. So why not do it? It's literally in the name. Free application for federal student aid. It is probably the best thing you could do if you want to go to college. It helps you with state scholarship and grants. It also is first come, first serve, so you want to do that as soon as possible. So make sure to head over to the Media Center if you haven't done it and sign up now. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching this episode of The Stew, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And hey, do you know what's the sketchiest class in college? Art class.